Hey, how's it going, everyone? Bass here. So with the Friday injury report just released for the Packers-Bears game, I just wanted to go over all the injuries and what to expect for this upcoming game. So if we look at this list here, both Devonta Adams and Randall Cobb are at the top, but not for injury reasons. They were just a resting vet. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Devonta Adams get a rest day or a couple rest days as a vet. I guess he definitely is that now and definitely does deserve that, so that's cool to see. So him and Randall Cobb obviously playing. Jack Heflin with the ankle injury, he was full participant all week. He'll be playing, but might not even be active. And then the first big name on the list is Elgton Jenkins, who's questionable with that ankle injury. Now, if he doesn't go, the line's going to be just how it was with him gone in the past few weeks. Josh Nijman at left tackle, Runyon left guard, Myers center, Royce Newman right guard, and Billy Turner right tackle. Now, if Elgton Jenkins does go, because he's questionable, so he definitely has a good chance to play in this game, I'm interested to see if they would either put him back to left tackle, like how he started the year, or they're going to be putting him back to guard at his natural position, keeping Josh Nijman in there. Now, Josh Nijman has played really well the 3 games he had to come in and play left tackle, so maybe they just want to keep that going until David Bakhtiari comes back. Putting Elgton Jenkins at left guard would definitely up their run game a little bit. Now, if that is the case, if they do put Elgton Jenkins there at left guard, my question is, which guard do they take out, Royce Newman or John Runyon? John Runyon has been playing excellent there at left guard. Royce Newman did start the year a little bit shaky, had a good week last week, though. But if it was my guess, if they were to put Elgton Jenkins at left guard, my guess is they would keep John Runyon in, slide him over to right guard, and take Royce Newman out. Now, if this is the case, if they do put Elgton Jenkins back to guard and keep Josh Nijman in there, this will be a good telltale sign of what they're going to do when David Bakhtiari does return, meaning which remaining guard are they going to keep on the offensive line, Runyon or Royce Newman. Next up on this list is Aaron Jones, who's been limited all week with that ankle injury, just like last week. Definitely ready to go. He looked fine last week. I expect no limitations from Aaron Jones, so just keep rolling with him and A.J. Dillon. Next, we have our first doubtful on the list. So Dennis Kelly here with a back injury, definitely not going to play in this game. But Dennis Kelly doesn't have a single snap this year, so not really much changes at all. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't been used at all this year. I mean, he started all 16 games for the Tennessee Titans last year. My guess is they just, Josh Nijman progressed a lot more than they thought he would maybe, and they like him better than Dennis Kelly at this point, especially at left tackle. But I'm not going to lie, I did expect more for Dennis Kelly on this team. I didn't expect him to have 0 snaps through 5 weeks. And I know he has been banged up, so that's definitely played a factor in that as well. Next up on this list is our first definite out, and that is cornerback Kevin King. So just another cornerback injury, another out cornerback. This cornerback room is so banged up. Kevin King injured in his shoulder last week against Cincinnati Bengals. And Matt LaFleur is pretty much saying that Kevin King was playing on one arm last week. And Kevin King has had shoulder injuries his entire career, so definitely not a good thing here. Didn't practice a single day this week. And like I said, the Packers are just extremely thin at cornerback. So the starting outside cornerback will definitely be a combination of Eric Stokes and then one of either Yadam or Douglas. I'm not sure if Quinton Dunbar, the new signee this week, will be elevated for this game on such a short notice with such little practice. But I will say one thing, he was coached by Joe Barry in Washington his first 2 years in the NFL. So if Quinton Dunbar was an elevation for this week, I would honestly like him better at outside corner starting opposite Stokes than someone like Yadam or Douglas. Yadam's an okay special teams player, pretty good special teams player, but haven't really liked what I've seen from him on the outside spot there. Rookie Shemar Jean-Charles has played a little bit outside. He has a few snaps there this year. Definitely played there in college, but the Packers see him more as a slot corner. But in a pinch, you could definitely put Jean-Charles out there. Center Josh Myers is a full participant all week after missing last week with that finger injury, so definitely glad to have him back. And then we have both Vernon Scott and Robert Tonyan with knee injuries. Vernon Scott full participant on Thursday and Friday, and Tonyan was limited all week. They will both play. They have no designation. Mercedes Lewis also there, another resting vet. He's obviously going to play. And then last on this list, we have Malik Taylor with an illness. He is questionable. If he can't go, we'll definitely hurt our special teams unit. Now, our special teams unit is already atrocious. I think it's the last graded special teams via PFF, so at this point, can it really get even worse? Now, quickly to wrap up, I want to talk about the Bears injuries real quick because they definitely have a lot of questionable players this week, some key players at that. First, we have Eddie Jackson, who's questionable with a knee injury. It'd be interesting to see if he goes. Artie Burns questionable with a foot injury. He's their backup cornerback. Jakeem Grant's questionable with a groin injury. They just acquired him, and he is their starting punt return and kick return guy. Allen Robinson is also questionable with an ankle injury. He's second in their team in targets and obviously a major wide receiver for Justin Fields. Khalil Mack, questionable with a foot. No real explanation needed there. Definitely would be a huge relief if Khalil Mack doesn't go. My guess is he will go, but if Elgton Jenkins doesn't go as well, Josh Nyman will have another tall task there, having to block Khalil Mack, but he's blocked Nick Bosa, Trey Hendrickson, and T.J. Watt. So if the Packers do give him help, he should be okay. Akeem Hicks also questionable with a groin injury, another pivotal front seven guy for Chicago. Overall, just both teams are just very banged up to this point. The injury list on the Chicago side definitely is a little longer than Green Bay side, but Green Bay's been banged up for the last few weeks, pretty much all year. They've kind of had this injury bug and have been playing, next man up mantra here in Green Bay, and they've been a very resilient team and have gotten it done. Green Bay will definitely need to pressure Justin Fields and then protect on the other side of the ball, protect Aaron Rodgers to win this football game. But those are the injury updates for Friday going into the Sunday game against the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Now I want to hear your score prediction down in the comments below, so leave that in the comments. On that note, I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.